Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Giving you guys a second just to get on to talk about this whole thing the with the Boy Scouts now admitting girls. I mean, it is on the news. I see people on social media just being totally offended by this whole thing. So, and I guess for me, I'm wondering really what is the big deal? We have women who serve in our armed forces. I was one of them. I'm married to a soldier. So, if Girl Scouts is going to tell girls they can be anything, why can't they be an Eagle Scout? Right? Because from what I understand, that even though they will be Cub Scouts, they'll have all girl dens. And again, I don't really see anything wrong with that. I mean, perhaps, one of the fixes could be that the organizations need to combine and just have scouting as, just one big thing. And the girls can still be Girl Scouts and do different activities. The boys can do their activities together. But just people being so up in arms about this, that, girls should learn to be ladies and let boys be boys. And I'm sitting here thinking, really, are you serious? Are you really serious right now with, Girl Scouts training their girls to be ladies and not learning the same thing with Boy Scouts? And, I find that in and of itself offensive, because so what you're saying is that if a girl can now go and do, the same Boy Scout activities and and then earn their badges, get their Eagle Scouts, that they're not learning to be ladies. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? I see that, as my job as a mom to teach my child, my daughter, how to be a lady. I also have a son, and, when his little sister goes to Girl Scouts, because my daughter is a Girl Scout, when he is, he's stuck. He is stuck with the Girl Scouts. He actually does participate and helps out where he can, right? He's not a Girl Scout, but they went to a sewing workshop, and he learned how to use a sewing machine. Now, most people might flip out and say, oh my gosh, a boy using a sewing machine. Well, you know what? My dad knows how to use a sewing machine. My dad, sewed my clothes when I was smaller, because I lived with him for a while, and he was a single dad and he needed to take care of his daughter. So I think that it is so narrow-minded for people to believe that girls should not learn some things that boys do, like how to change a tire, how to fix a car, do simple mechanic stuff, and not really sit around and be a damsel in distress. Okay. I just really believe that. And if that's not happening within the Girl Scout organization, you're like, I don't know what Boy Scouts teach as far, I know that, they do, the knot tying and first aid and all of this other stuff. But you hear about the coveted Eagle Scout, right? Because the Eagle Scout is all in the news. Somebody makes the Eagle Scout. It's all in the news. Do you hear about that with Girl Scouts? Do you hear any notoriety when Girl Scouts make their top rank? No, you don't. So then if all of the emphasis is placed on being an Eagle Scout, then why would you expect a girl to not want to be an Eagle Scout? Why would you not expect that? Like I said, maybe, just maybe, if these organizations combine, then perhaps they can have more of a unified scouting organization instead of the Girl Scouts crying foul. How about you evolve? If dads can be troop leaders and all of that stuff for girls, what are you going to do because it's going to happen. There is going to be a boy that wants to be a Girl Scout. Okay. It's going to happen. You have transgender kids now. You have transgender boys that want to be girls, that feel, and I hope that was not offensive in how I said that, but you know what I mean, right? So if a little boy who identifies with being a girl says, I want to be a Girl Scout, are you then going to say no, Girl Scouts? Right? So I am not offended by this at all. My daughter is a Girl Scout, and I asked her, I said, if you had the opportunity to be a Boy Scout and go do scouting things with boys, and she said, no, Mom, I like Girl Scouts. Okay, great. If you like Girl Scouts, I love it. But for those girls that want to go and try new things, and if the Boy Scouts will let them do that, and they are safe and they are valued and all of that stuff, I say go for it, right? But this all being up in arms about because the Boy Scouts are going to, now going to admit girls, and Girl Scouts crying foul because you're trying to recruit girls away and going with legal stuff. Just stop it. How about just letting the organization evolve? Perhaps find out why the girls that do become Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts or whatever they're going to call them, right? Instead of, crying foul, how about find out why these girls want to be a part of the organization and then solve that problem. If you solve that problem, then you won't have to worry about, Girl Scouts going to Boy Scouts. Just plain and simple, Now, is the Boy Scout name going to evolve? I don't know. If you're going to admit girls, I think it should evolve. I don't think a girl should be called a Boy Scout. That I don't believe. So if you are going to, admit girls, then I think the name itself needs to evolve into something else and not Boy Scouts of America. Okay. So, what do you think though? What do you think about, the whole Boy Scouts admitting Girl Scouts? Leave a comment below. Don't be nasty because I will block you. Okay. Don't be nasty. I'm open for conversation, to share this, with you guys. And listen, if you want to know why I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here just shooting videos about, the Boy Scouts and what's going on in the news. There's a link that's in the description box. We'll teach you how to build a profitable online business from home. And then you can sit and talk about this stuff, okay? Because, it really is important. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.